Alright, y'all, this can be an important video right here. If you ever missed a jump shot and you're like, how'd I miss? It was all white. That should have dropped. I was wide open. I got y'all. All these tips and tricks, man. So if y'all new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. This is what I do. I work on jump shots. I try and get the best at jump shots. And I'm trying to find some releases. Yesterday, I dropped a video. Hey, that video, I'm telling y'all, I'm not playing when I drop these jump shots, man. That prime jump shot I dropped yesterday is so elite. I was testing new jump shots, and I was hitting duds. I went back to that jump shot just, because I wanted to play good for a game. Bro, I tore it up, man. I was like, man, why am I so good at this? Man. So anyway, let's get into it, man. The first thing you need to know is jump shots are incredibly important. You probably know that though. If you release the ball, you can get a machine to come here and click the button for you and release it at the perfect time, the exact time it's supposed to be released. And if you have a garbage jump shot, you're gonna break the shot. It's just the way the game works. Some jump shots, like, where's it at? Right here, this is my prime jump shot. It has a massive green light window. So if you hit it anywhere in that window, it's gonna be a green light. And so you just have to find a cue, a trigger to help you hit it on that spot every single time. And that's what I was talking about in my last video. You can create a jump shot with almost non-existent or no green window whatsoever. If you're a pure sharpshooter like myself, you have a pretty wide green window for the most part. If you're a play shooter, you're gonna have a smaller green window. If you're a pure slasher, you're gonna have a green window that's non-existent regardless of the jump shot you use. So it depends on attributes as well. Some of that stuff is obvious. Of course, you can go through your badges, grind your badges as well, because it's gonna help create that window. If y'all haven't grinded yet for deep range Deadeye, good luck to you, because I've been grinding and it's taking forever. But anyway, it's an important badge, trust me. I've been hitting corner shots where I'm like, woo! It makes me feel like I'm a real sharpshooter, man. So again, find the correct jump shot, because before we get started on anything else this video, if you don't have this part set, it's not gonna matter. The second part is you should be creative with the way you shoot all the time. If you're a dribbler, this is easy for you. You should be able to get yourself open. If you're one of those slower players like a stretch or a sharp, and you're trying to find yourself open like that, it's gonna be a tougher time. You have to think what they're gonna think you're gonna do and then do the opposite of that. That'll get you open. Let's say you get open. Next part is you're supposed to pull up for your jump shot. Now, there's two different types of jump shots. There's slow jump shots and there's fast jump shots, and they both have their pros and cons. Now, for whatever reason, everybody seems to really mess with fast jump shots and they never give the slow jump shots a chance. And you know what? For most people, I'll recommend fast jump shots because you can get your shot up faster, especially if you don't have deep range Deadeye. You take a contest, it's gonna hurt the way you shoot your shot. But when it comes to slower jump shots, for the most part, you can take more contest for whatever reason. On a slower jump shot, it's way easier to time. You have way more time to time it. On a slow jump shot, when you're leaning like this on a shot, it's more likely to hit. So it has its pros. So depending on what type of player you are, especially if you're a taller player, I would really recommend shooting with a slower jump shot. Now, when it comes to shooting jump shots, for the most part, you want to shoot with a cue. So with this player I talked about in my last video, it's a Paul George cue, because Paul George is the release one. When his head reaches the pinnacle is when you release the ball, and that's all I look at with my jump shot. When I'm shooting my shot, the only thing that's going on in my head is the release itself, which is base 1, Paul George release 1, Lonzo release 2. I have that in mind because I switch jump shots so often. I have to remember what jump shot I'm using before I pull up, or there's no chance I'm gonna hit the cue. I'm gonna be like, oh snap, I'm using a different jump shot. By the time I made it up there, it's game over. In my mind, I know which jump shot I'm using. Boom, each time. In fact, if you want some practice, I recommend going to the practice facility and doing the deep range Deadeye drill. One, because that badge is almost impossible to get without doing those drills, so you're gonna need those points. But two, because it's very good practice for in catch and shoot situations to hit your cue and boom, make the shot. I'm gonna have a totally separate video, hopefully over the next couple days, on how to hit your badges the fastest when it comes, but I wanna hit most of them on gold before I make a video like that, because I wanna make sure I have the best strategy before I run around trying to tell y'all which way you should be doing it, right? When you're shooting a jump shot, you have to keep in mind not jump shots are made equal. So I talked about leaning shots. When you're moving, you don't give yourself ample time, and your guy does this weird stuff where he's leaning. It's a slower release, the percentages drop. But there's also different types of releases. For example, let me head to partner shooting real quick. You can't do partner shooting with the AI? Are you serious? Man, that sucks. You can't practice on your own? What? Anyway, I'll show some footage of it. In catch and shoot situations, in fact, I almost don't like doing catch and shoot. And that's precisely because when you catch the ball, sometimes they'll force you to dip the ball before you go up for your shot, and that's gonna throw off your timing. There's gonna be times where you don't dip the ball, you can go up immediately. Those are beautiful catch and shoots. There's gonna be times where you have to catch the ball, wait, and then pull up for a shot, and your guy still dips. So when you're a rhythm shooter, you have to look at that kind of stuff, because not all shots are created equal. Boom. That's why for me, I find it easiest to shoot on dribble pull-up situations. If I'm handling the ball and I go this way, every time it's gonna be the same. But when you do catch and shoots, unfortunately, you don't know the way you're gonna catch the ball, and so the timing is gonna be different. So I mean, the easiest way I do it, and you could record your footage and then just watch it back and look at that stuff precisely to see, yo, when I do like this, it does it like that, and when I do, so you know which way to release the ball every single time. Now that's kind of extreme for the most part. If you just focus on your cue, you don't really have to do all that to be able to make your shot, but it's one alternative. This next part is debatable because I've seen some people say it's incredibly important. I've seen some people say it's not as important. You want to get your hotspots this year, man. Apparently, hotspots are harder than ever to get. I've been playing a whole ton of my career. They're saying it takes anywhere from 75 to 125 shots. You want to be shooting over 40% for the most part. So you don't want to confuse your shot chart with your hot zones. Your shot chart will tell you how you're doing from the floor regardless of how many attempts you've taken. I don't have any hot zones this year. To get hot zones, you literally have to take anywhere from 70 to 125 jump shots. Apparently there's a hot zone glitch. Shout out to Swante. I'll link that in the description if you guys want to go through that. And you want to grind for this if you can. If you're playing my career anyway, you might as well, because the only way you can grind for these is shooting a good percentage from the floor over a high volume on my career. You never really want to look at your shot meter when you're going up for a shot. For whatever reason, people love to do that, but you can't see a cue from your shot meter. If you look at the shot meter this year, if we go over and take a ball, for whatever reason, I can't explain it to you, man, this year, look at how small the shot meter is. And I said this so much videos, you can't see your margin of error if it's all white. If the shot meter was this long, you'd be able to see, okay, I missed it by this much. You can't tell if you overshot it or you undershot it. It's not accurate or helpful in any stretch of the imagination. So anybody looking at their shot meter to shoot, hopefully you're a wavy rhythm shooter. Because if you're not shooting on cue doing that type of stuff. I almost feel like I need to turn it off. The only reason I don't is because I like to see when I shoot green. So I have it there for reference, but I will never pay attention to it. Actually, I will, but like after the jump shot. I'll never focus on it while I'm shooting my jump shot. And the last thing is simple, but I know a lot of y'all do this. Don't overthink it. Some of y'all thinking so hard when you're shooting your jump shot. If you just get some reps in, you only really have to take 5 to 10 shots on the my court or on the park or on the pro-am, and then boom, you should have your cue down simple. And that's it, man. I'm not gonna make this video longer than it has to be. If you guys enjoyed, found it helpful, make sure to drop a like. Yeah. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, man. We're doing 2K18 everything. Trust me, I'm on a grind. I'm grinding like no other. I was up all night till 10 a.m. 11 a.m. yesterday playing some pro-am. Finally got my guy to 88 overall. Some of y'all wondering, Agent, why is your guy only at 88? Yo, for the first couple days, I was playing on my play shooter, and I got him up to an 86, and I got a decent amount of badges for him. By the way, those badges are way easier to grind. Yo, sharpshooter badges are a serious grind this year. I can't express that enough to you. Anyway, gotta edit this video. Got a bunch of stuff I gotta do. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm out.